Hello, everyone. Hope everyone is in good health this morning. As usual, we will start with a very smart situation as far as how a war is being conducted in this new era. As we all know, there was an attack on Iran a few months or a few days ago. There have always been conflict between Israel and Iran. That has put the world many times at a brink. Now, this attack is clear, and it has put Iran in a very difficult position as far as trying to survive through this one. People might say that this might just be the end and the beginning of something new. So we all have to wait and see from this point. But America has always been a very strong supporter of Israel. And people might say that that might have been an issue in the fact that it's a little hypocritical. As far as the nuclear bombs are concerned, Israel has never owned up to having nuclear bombs. But then again, Israel has never owned up to many mysterious activities that has happened in that area. So the question is America doing the right thing by sending a massive response? If Iran tried to do something that is not in the realm of reality, as far as maybe they might have some uranium, weapons grade stored somewhere that Israel, as good as their intelligence is, didn't know. And if this happened, this will definitely be a major escalation in that area. But we'll have to wait and see. At this moment, we have a great build-up. Many fleets going in the area to defend. And the Iranians already said that if America get involved as far as trying to get militarily attacked the Fordo silo, where Israel claimed that they have Iranian have stored weapons-grade uranium. And they might have even have developed systems to carry those grade as a nuclear bomb. Then it will definitely be a game changer. Because then there would be no way for Iran to have a say at the table. This is one reason why Iran claims to be a superpower in that region. And many countries in the area fear Iran because of just the assumption that they might have nuclear capabilities. So again, we have to wait and see how this turns out. But so far as most people who are just looking on from a distance, they would think that the main reason that Iran is not doing anything because they can't afford to do anything. And whenever another country dominates your skies, that early, which was a surprise, I think, to the world that Israel, and with some people would say, American technology and know-how just runs right over Iran, and Iran have no response. Someone dominate your sky the way that Israel can move and do whatever they want to do. There's really no reason, rather than coming to the table and do as the president said. Just give everything up and start over if you could. But in a case like that, it would probably be very difficult also. Because if they thought they was being monitored before, they will be owned this time. So they're in a really hard place. They're throwing a few missiles here and there. Supersonic, I guess. A couple of them getting through every now and then. And Israel is doing a good job defending itself. With America help again. And I heard a few people saying that Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, saying that it's a war crime for Khamenei. One of his missiles got through and struck a hospital, injuring several people, and he was really upset because he was saying that the war crime is against Israel. And Khamenei should be eliminated. But if you ask regular people, I hear them talk and they say that it's hypocritical. Hypocritical because hypocrisy is that was done many times to the Palestinian people in Gaza. And it was always an excuse saying that they have weapons stored, they have tunnels. They are affiliated with Hamas, so it was always something or the other morning. Yeah, so it's definitely something that, a lot of people don't really understand. But he has to do what he has to do. And something else that a lot of people keep referring back to, people that I spoke to, they said that Netanyahu says that Iran, if they don't have a nuclear bomb, it would take them 3 weeks, maybe 2 months to get that bomb and get the missile to carry it developed. Sometimes they say 2 weeks. Sometimes they say 3 months. Sometimes they say a year. So why is urgency at this time? Trump gave them 2 months to find some type of resolution to bring to the table. And the Iranians coughed him, figuring that it wasn't a serious deal. But then again, ask the people on the street, and they would tell you that it might have been a ploy. Might have been the fact that Trump is Trump. Trump will always be Trump. Always try to trump the players, so who knows, maybe one day someone will write a book and take you behind the scene. But so far, he seemed really ingenious. As far as trying to do the right thing, in this instance, because he realized that this is a very, very serious situation. Especially, he using them big bums 30 bombs. To try and eliminate it runs bunkers. That's a serious situation. 'Cause you never know. Maybe you might have some nuclear gas escaping. The gas alone is very dangerous. Can kill many millions of people. So I really, genuinely think that Trump don't want to get involved. Don't want to be involved with trying to kill anyone. But this is how it is. This is where the world is going. And you will have to just make a decision. And hopefully in the next 2 weeks, something is resolved and this whole scenario is taken care of. And I think Iran should really be thinking seriously of just making sure that this is not a continuation. He's been around for a long time, and it's been like old school type politics and regime. You know, when they stand a certain way and they can't bend. 'Cause the way they look at it, if they bend, they're weak. It's not about weakness right now. It's about who have the upper hand. Someone, whichever way. They had the information and they did what they did. It was sophisticated, intelligent. And they buckled. You cannot fight if you're on your knees. So like people would say, the best solution is for them to just do what Trump said and get to the table and find a resolution. 'Cause there's no way someone dominate your sky. You can say what you want to say. This will be the battle of all battles, and Israel will burn and all that. But if someone dominate your skies, then that's it. You can't do nothing, and that's America fight. That's where America fight. So Israel just took a playbook from America. Or America alone them a playbook. You know, you can't say, oh, I heard some leaders from all over the world talking about Israel. Sneak attack. It's not sneak attack, you fight. You fight, that's what war is. You have to be alert at all time. And these two been at each other for the last 50 years. So it's definitely not something that... It was just yesterday. I've always been seriously trying to eliminate the other person, this time, Israel. First time and the only time. I have to remember that Israel is like 66% smaller than Iran. Iran is a big country. And people in the world are really surprised. A week ago last Friday, people was wondering what happened. Just the night before, I had told her was saying a whole lot of stuff, and now it's a whole different narrative. So we will have to wait and see. As far as Trump controlling the situation, and Trump making the right decision, because no one in the world really want to see this happen. It's definitely not something that people want to wake up to and see a whole bunch of people. You know, humans dead. That's just not the way that the world should be going among the technology and the stage of technology that is out there. There should never be anyone starving in this world. There should never be anyone just not having somewhere to live. Not having somewhere to get a warm meal. That's not the way the world should be at this point. With the technology and the amount of billionaires and everyone looking after themselves. Still a billionaires looking to be more looking. For more? They're always looking for more ways. To get richer. That's everyone's instinct. But I would think that when you reach a certain stage, you try to bring things down and you try to share a little bit more. You know, you survive some type of apathy, where you see something in the world that you could assist. You assist. You know that some of these starving got people all over the world starving. You know you have that type of money. You could do a lot of stuff. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the Iran-Israel situation. Hopefully something is brewing and, Donald Trump has the answer, as he always say. He have an answer. He got elected as being the president that will stop all wars. President that will not quit wars but peace. Basically came out like a Superman, you know? So it's one of those that we'll have to wait and see the end result. And the end result is not that far away. Oh, you have to wait just a few more weeks. Hopefully even before, because it could really switch fast. Giving them 2 weeks, but within 2 weeks. You never know. It could be tomorrow. And he's the type of person that you have to really keep an eye on this far as doing business because he's a businessman. He tell you 2 weeks. It might not be 2 weeks. It might just be 2 days. But you have to look out for anything. And Iranians are not backing down. They're talking about still burning Israel. So maybe they have a plan. Maybe they're just talking, but whichever way it goes, we're hoping that at least something peaceful come from these foreign ministers. Talking to each other today. Hopefully, it will turn out the way that the world expect. That people should be looking to, because this is not a good scenario for the world. This thing could explode. Many countries to get involved. All the folks who know history say, this is exactly how World War starts. Simply 2 countries start, and the rest starting to take sides. So we don't want it to reach that point. Somebody gotta give in, and I don't see the reason. I mean, it didn't look good. And I know Iranians don't feel very nice. Like I said, some people think it's a sneak attack, but you know, they were sleeping, their guards were down, and they have to handle the result. They deal with a very sophisticated group of people that are war-hardened. Israel have always been in that position, so it's nothing new. If you look and see where Israel was built for anything. So it's not about taking sides or anything. But you got to give credit where it's due. They've been handling themselves pretty good, with American help for a very long time. So we'll just have to wait and see how this plays out, and hopefully we don't have any major issues as far as another world war. Because whatever life you live right now, it will change if we get in that position. So this is where we at. We have to just keep your fingers crossed and, if you don't even like Trump, Trump is the lead. You know, whatever he says, whatever decision he make could affect you. Vote for him or not. Just gotta pray that you make the right decision. And the way it's looking right now, not too good anyway. Everyone have a nice day and we'll talk tomorrow again. Okay, everyone take care.